Well, welcome back everybody. Back in the railway room again, and this time I'm doing a bit of detective work. You've seen this fella before, very kindly sent to me by my friend Glastonbury Gabbriel. Do check out his channel. Now, it didn't work, but I've been doing a bit of reading up on these early Lima locomotives. Now, I'm old school, I like things to be simple, and things that were built around about this time, rolling stock locos etc., were very simple. You either just very gently prise the body away from the sides to take the body off the chassis, or with the coaches you had two screws, unscrew them and the top comes off. Modern stuff, oh dear, I don't even touch it. You've got to take this little bit of a handrail off here and take this little bit off there and a little bit off something else, and then very gently prise this off and make sure you don't touch that. No, enough of that. Now, the other research that I did suggested that the wiring arrangements in these are very simple, and that most of the time the reason why the loco stops working is because of the way one wire is attached to the pickup from a bogie. And as the locomotive twists and turns, the joint gets weaker and the wire comes off. So I took off the body, and I will take it off again. And that's that. And you will see what I discovered. There, one loose wire, look at that, which appears to have come off of this here. Now I don't know whether it was, I'm imagining it was soldered onto this rather than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the loco on the track, put a bit of juice on the track, and then I'm going to hold the wire against that and see if we can get any movement, because the rest of it and the motor certainly appears to be quite clean. I will say one quick word about this. 33006 Eastleigh was one of the what were classified as 33 zeros. These were some of the original locos that were fitted with steam heating, which never seemed to work properly. I don't know why. Surely they didn't need the second man to keep stoking a boiler. It must have had automatic feed boilers, but anyway, they were never very satisfactory. There were 12 what they called Slim Jims, which were later classified as Class 33/2s. And they were built to a narrow body for the Hastings line. Anyway, let me bring this up here where you can see it a bit better. Let's move the camera around a bit, and let's get some juice on the track and see what happens. Right, now then, I don't quite know how this is going to happen. And I can see why these things come off easily, because it's either going to go over there and fit on, or it's got to go round, and there's not an awful lot of it to spare. So let's just, there, see? We've got a contact. We got a contact and we got movement. Look at that. I have a moving chassis. Look at that. Now, I could, I suppose, leave it as it is, but as soon as I put the body back on, it's going to cause a problem, isn't it? So what I've got have to do is to get the soldering iron out and solder it in place. I'll be back. Right, well, I'm just waiting for the soldering iron to warm up. It's only got a short lead on it and there's no on and off switch, so I'm having to do this at a bit of a distance. But what I'm going to do is hopefully in 2 stages. Once this gets hot enough, and it's obviously not hot enough yet, I want to melt a bit of this solder, a little drop of this solder there we go, on there. So what I can now do is to bring this across and just touch it in place, hopefully. Best laid plans of mice and men, eh? There we go. There we go. Now, I'll turn the soldering iron off. I should perhaps have bought something a little more elaborate. However, it's still hot. I'm just trying to work out where I can best put it. Rub that on the earlobes. Right. There. I think that'll be okay there. Now, let's have a look and see if we can get this running. Right, Joe, I think I've done it. Right, now here comes the main problem. I need to get this back on here. Let's bring it back where you can... there we go, you can see it there, can't you? Yes. Right, I have now got to get this back on, and I'm going to try and put this wire down that side channel, which hopefully will keep it in place. Put the bodywork back in and hope it stays up there. Going to pinch the side a bit because we've now got to get it back on. And there we are. That is now back in place. Everything as it should be. And I'm going to get it running for you. Gabriel, I think we've done it, and I hope you'll be very pleased to see that your gift is now in full working order. So let's run it round a couple of times, shall we? This hasn't run for many, many years, I should have thought. But she's now running quite smoothly. There. Look at that. One working Type 2 Class 33 diesel locomotive. With the message that if I can fix it, when it's a simple thing like that, anybody can, and thank goodness for the simplicity of some of these early motors. With all this digital stuff now, I wouldn't know where to start. Anyway, that's a little short video, and again I'm very pleased to say that a generous gift, far from being a non-runner, is a very nice runner indeed. And we'll see you all again soon.